staring at the empty track in front of him, but he knows Harris alongside, very rapid indeed. Costin's also capable of getting off the line. Mitch Ducran has been quite slow this weekend. I don't know if he's had some dial-up issues or something like that. Be interesting to see if he can punch his way forward, particularly given there's a couple of bikes not there who normally would be. Right, the revs rise, the tension mounts, and away we go. It looks like it is going to be Harris who's got away well. Dowd has passed 4 people before he gets to the start-finish line. Surely he's going to go the high line into Paddock Hill. Yep, it's another 1, 2, 3. That's 4th Scout coming up, so he's already made up about 8 to 9 places. Out in front though, is that Will Howard leading the way?
No, it's Ronnie Harris out in front.
Harris. Yep. Yeah, I thought Ronnie got the better start.
Will Howard up next and trying to pick up 3rd place with number 33, Steve Costin.
Steve Costin did get away from the line well. I thought he might.
See, what I did see was, I think it was Rob Bryant potentially and Kev Lilly going side by side. In fact, no, it was the number 24 machine of Jack Noble who was going side by side with Kev Lilly around Paddock Hill Bend on that opening lap. But up towards Clearways now, and it is Harris who leads from Will Howard. So number 660 leads the number 96, but Will Howard will be tucking in tight, getting into the slipstream on this opening lap.
Yeah, he's trying to make himself as small as he possibly can behind that screen, trying to escape from Mr. Costin. We're going to watch some past Kev Lilly's making up some progress there. Let's have a good look at the screen and see who has made the start. Brian Mayer-Staser is in 5th place. Bill Harris is into 4th. So those tumbles from yesterday clearly not affecting him too badly at all. Dowd has made his way up to 18th place. So he's passed 14 people on the opening lap. 10-lap race here. Let's see how he goes. He's 5th of the mini of the rookie mini twins if he was running in that particular class. It is Noble who leads Bryant in the rookies just inside the top 10. So those guys are doing a very good job. And obviously when the rookies are with the main class, it does bring them along very rapidly indeed. Out in front though, no change at all as the leaders come off of Clark Curve onto what we laughingly call a front straight here at Brands Hatch. And I think that Howard is a little bit closer, only by a bike length or so, but of course it all makes those fractions of a difference, and he's the fastest man on the track, going a couple of tenths quicker than Harris in front of him. Costin holds on there just a tenth of a second or so slower. Bill Harris also making good progress. Kev Lilly passed on Brian Mayer there. Dowd has come across the line this time in 17th place, making up just a 1 more place on that particular lap, so I think he probably got held up a bit. Go on, mate.
Will Howard was just having to think of making a move at the inside of the Graham Hill Bend, but thought better of it on this occasion. But it is still Ronnie Harris who holds on to the advantage, but Will Howard is stalking him. He's right there with him, but Ronnie Harris goes purple in sector number 1, a tenth and a half quicker than 96 Will Howard. But interestingly enough, Will Howard is the quickest man on the circuit, as you said there, Keith.
Well, he's definitely got the good drive coming off of Clark Curve this time. He's pulling alongside him, surely looking left, looking right. He's going to go for the inside suicide squeeze, surely into Paddock. No, thinks better of it, tucks in behind it because Harris looks very strong on the brakes into the corner there. And again, it's another fastest lap from Howard for 51.0. So they are on the pace there up the top. It looks like a little bit more corner speed there this time from Howard, but he's got nowhere to go because there's a bike in the way. Down the hill we come. Is this a challenge at Graham Hill? Again, he thinks about it. Is he playing a waiting game, or is he just not got that last little bit? Because the trouble is, when you're both that close, there is so little difference between you. It's very, very hard to make any sort of a break. They trip the timing beam over the first sector there. Nobody does anything particularly special. Up the top they go. Coming off a Clark Curve again. Howard with that strong drive coming off the corner. I'm sure this is his best chance to go past. Get the drive, cut off, and pull alongside of Paddock Hill, which is exactly what he's going to do. This time he's going to go for it. He's a little bit further back. Harris is going to give him enough room. Can he pull it back and hold it tighter? Is Harris going to get the cutback? Cutback for Harris, so he retakes the lead very quickly indeed. We go up towards Druid once again already. These two opening up quite a bit of a gap between themselves and the 3rd place man Steve Costin. Bill Harris doing very well to keep recovering. 50.999, so we've gone sub 51 here. Quick spot on Del Dowd there. He's still in 17th place, so I tell you what, he's not set the world alight. 54.5 is his best. I think he's got stuck in a bit of a rut with the riders around him. Does get very... Oh, somebody's sliding their way out of Druids on their backside. That's not exactly how you want to exit that corner, really. Fortunately, they decide to get back up onto their legs, and the rookie rider quickly jogs to the side of the track, a long way from any danger, and a long way... I don't think the marshals are right there to scoop the machine up. We'll see who's gone missing there in just a moment.
So the leaders are now into the thick of things with the tail enders, and across the line there, they're into the low 51s now, and it is still Ronnie Harris leading the way, but by less than a tenth of a second over Will Howard. as you go round Druid. Of course, yellow flags will be waving, so no overtaking opportunities there. Back marker coming into play there, and they both just about make it through, but may have cost Will Howard ever so slightly, but it's all under control now, running ever so slightly wide on the exit of Graham Hill Bend. Through
difficult when you catch a back marker on a yellow flag like that, isn't it? They obviously just follow straight through, but that could be a bit of a question mark on that one. We'll have to wait and see what the official thinks about that, but be interesting to see if they both got a penalty, that's for sure. Yeah, you're right, the back markers could well be the story of this particular race. Here come the leaders over the line. They're separated by the biggest gap I think we've seen for the entire race. They're now 2/10 of a second. Both quite slow on that lap though, 52.5, which by their pace is a long way off the money. Here we go, back up to the top of Druids where the yellow flags are still waving, so no opportunity to overtake there. Another back marker is going to come into play. This is the problem, of course, with the rookie mini twins. There's a lot less experience with some of these guys as we go down the hill into Graham Hill. And Howard has got the drive. I don't think there's going to be any opportunity for him to overtake there. But this is where Howard seems very strong, through this section and onto the front straight. We do have the back marker, slightly different line for Howard. He's gone high, he's looking for an outside pass. He's going round the outside. He's being forced even wider as Harris goes down the outside of the back marker as well. Tries to hold on to it. He's going to try and pick up the toe, cut it back. Is he going to go for the dive again at Paddock Hill? I think he's too far back this time to have a go. He decides to go high and just get the drive. This time these guys are into the mid 51, so a second or so quicker than they were before. Let's have a look. Where's Dell? He's up to 15th place. I would have thought he would have been inside the top 10 by now. Maybe he's not as fresh as we thought he was. Down the hill come the leaders then. Steve Costin still holds on to third place. He's 5.5 seconds back, and another 6 seconds back from him is Bill Harris. Kev Lilly, who's been on the podium at this meeting before, is another second or so back. He's in a little bit of a battle with Brian Mayer and Mitch Dukran in the 7th place. First, the rookie mini twins. That's quite an impressive ride there for Noble in 8th place overall. He's ahead of Russell Taylor. He's just passed it there. Then it's Andrew Johnson rounding out the top 10.
I think Russell Taylor's just got the better of Jim Noble now as you go in towards Southeast, but Jim Noble fights back at the inside of Russell Taylor. As across the line, Will Howard again looks for the inside pass at Paddock Hill Bend, but to no avail. We are on to the penultimate lap then, so just over 2 miles left of racing through the dip and up towards Druid. Ronnie Harris will look to defend that race lead that he does so successfully. In fact, he has done so successfully throughout the course of this race. But Will Howard, does he have another sniff at the inside? Ooh, not this time around.
I tell you, it's going to be back markers, mate. That's what's going to be the difference here. All that was better drive by Howard, I think, coming out of hill there. But I think back markers could well be the story. We're going to lap in a little quarter or so to go. We've got one back marker right in front. They're both going around the outside. Howard looks to go around the outside of the outside on Harris this time. Again, strong move, can't quite do it. But look at this. We've got 3 back markers coming over the line now. And here come the leaders for their last lap. That's the last lap flag going out to them over the line. So Howard knows he's got one more lap to try and make earn his first ever gold medal. Will it be another one? 3 out of 3 for Ronnie Harris. Up the hill we go towards Druids. No yellow flags waving. Everybody behaving themselves. 3 bikes in front of them, and it looks like Howard a little bit quicker. Looks for an outside pass. Can't do it there. Does he get the drive down the hill? Into Graham Hill we go. No change. Right, they're going to get held up by the first back marker there. Is there a hesitancy from Harris? No, he goes it tight. I think he might have got a slight advantage there, actually. Up we go towards Surtees, and it is still Harris. This time he's got a gap of about 4 or 5 bike lengths, and now the back markers. This is going to get very confusing, trying to work out who's doing what to. Howard's going around the outside of Harris. He's got him this time. The back markers are playing a part. I think they've held up Harris just slightly. I think Howard has hit the front for the first time all race. He only needs to lead at one moment, and he's done it just at the right time. Will Howard wins his first ever mini twin race outright with absolutely perfect timing. The back markers did play a part. He read the report beautifully. Ronnie Harris is the first to congratulate him as they go up the hill. That was a great scrap between the two of them. And unfortunately, back markers, they just got a lesson in how to ride a bike very rapidly indeed. It is Steve Costin who finishes in 3rd place. A very worthy 4th place as well for Bill Harris there after all the troubles and tribulations for the family with him this weekend. There's Brian Mayer there in 5th place. Kev Lilly holds on to a good 6 ahead of Mitch Dukran. Then what did we say Mr. Noble's name was, Jim?
It's number 24 machine of Jack Noble.
Jack Noble, there we go. The Jack Noble first, the rookie mini twins home. That's a great effort from him. Then it's Russell Taylor. Dan Sales, Del Dowles finishes just outside the top 10. However, he has finished in 11th. He does a 53.4 on the last lap there, so that's going to give us a slightly better grip position, in fact a much better grip position. Should be on the first 3 rows, I think. Egerton, Bryant, Johnson, Wibley. Bryant and Wibley are second and third of the rookies.